in about 1985, we started this camp, and we found the need for the Hindu children to learn and to continue with our practicing our values. And once it started, it evolved. After a couple of years, what we did is we trained the youth to run the camp, and we have Rupak Gandhi and Sarang Patel as the directors, and they have done excellent job. All our listeners and viewers, keep in mind that 24th July through 29th July 2012 will be the camp, and you can just send the email on info@hindu.
All the campers, they have a good activity, they learn, and parents, when kids go home, they are so surprised that non-veg kids, they turn to a vegetarian, they pray in the morning. Parents were surprised that what is the change. So that kind of heritage we pass on to the kids.
My name is Suresh Lakiani.
Kiran Lakiani.
But from what we see it's something very, very good. And our daughters are excited to come. We'll know more when they come back later and tell us more. They really went out of their way to accommodate us. We had one daughter that was in, the other daughter could not come in, and they really made sure that they squeezed her in because we were coming all the way from Laredo.
Just sit with your kids for a few days and let's emphasize on what they've learned from the camp, because that's very important.
My name is Rishi Butada. I am a former director of this camp. I directed this camp 3 years, been a counselor, volunteer for about 10 years now. And I wanted to talk to you about another organization called the Hindu American Foundation. I don't know how many of you have heard about the Hindu American Foundation, but we're an advocacy group for Hindu Americans in the United States about to represent to the academia, media, the government, and the legal system, and just the public at large about what Hindu viewpoints are. One of the things that we do in order to further that, to represent what Hinduism is, we go and testify in front of state boards of education, work with textbook publishers, and so on to make sure that that representation of Hinduism in the text. Last year, I stood in front of the Texas State Board of Education and explained to them why they shouldn't allow interpretation of Hinduism that calls it polytheist into the textbooks. So these are the types of things we do.
My name is Rupak Gandhi. I'm one of this year's co-directors.
And I'm Sarang Patel, and I'm the other director.
Here, these two directors, Sarang Patel and Rupak Gandhi, they have done an amazing job. They really need a big loud. And the camp was just, I think, perfect. Thank you. Namaste.
It's been a great honor to have provided the service for you for more than 26 years. And this has been more than just a group that comes and goes. We've developed a wonderful relationship and friendship. And personally, and JCC has the utmost respect for this entire community. And we wish you good fortune and keep coming back here. We will try to serve your needs as much as possible. Thank you very much.
My name is Rupak Gandhi. I'm one of the two co-directors for this year's camp. This is the 27th annual Vishwa Hindu Heritage Camp that started July 26th.
My name is Sarang Patel. I'm the other co-director. I currently work and live in Austin.
I'm the assistant principal at a high school in HISD.
I work in IT for Hewlett-Packard.
And the best part about VHP Camp is that it changes with the times. It continuously caters to the campers, and that's why even 27 years later, we're maxing out on registration, and we're going as strong as we did when we first started. Every year is just progressively better, just because we learn, just like the campers learn year after year. We learn every year, and we work hard to make the camp better for everyone that attends. So this year, I mean, everything ran very smoothly from beginning to end. I think our campers had a wonderful time, and we made sure this year we focused on our education to making sure that we can make them relevant to our campers and applying them to Hinduism and modern society. One of the benefits about the Hindu Heritage Camp is that all our counselors are mainly in college or recent college graduates, so they've gone through the same experience as our campers. So when they do their educations, they're able to not only provide detailed topics about Hindu Dharma, but make them relevant to our students and apply them into Hindu society by sharing the same experiences that they've gone as well. Most of them are Indian Americans that grew up here and have gone through the same experiences as all our campers. So therefore, helping making their educations more engaging.
I definitely think they're accepting the principles of Hinduism as much as we do, and maybe even more. Sometimes we do our educations, and they're telling us about ideas or principles of Hinduism that may have not come across to us. And so it's a two-way process. We're teaching them, and just in the same way they're teaching us, and we're learning as a group. We're learning together about Hinduism and how we can use it every day.
Absolutely. I mean, some of our really close friends just got recently married, and they met at Hindu Heritage Camp. It's just a good way to foster, even if it's not someone that might be your life partner, but just some of your closest friends, because they should not only share the same experiences as you, but they have the same understanding, same beliefs, same type of parents and traditional family values as well. So it's just a great experience to meet those individuals where you might not meet them in a local high school or a local park because you have such a diverse population.
I think it's great. I mean, it's not every day that you see, over 100 to 200 Hindus just in one area on the same page, believing the same principles.
Personally, I believe that Hinduism is faith-based, but at the same point, it's also a philosophy and it's a way of life. And that's what I stressed about earlier today. It's not a matter of just knowing certain principles and being able to repeat or recite a certain quote. It's about applying those into your everyday actions and applying that philosophy and getting that mental state. So there is, room for questioning, there's room for discussion, and there's room to come to your own faith and your own beliefs and develop those Hinduisms, and I think that itself is empowering for young Hindu Americans.
I think, this all started when we were younger, and our parents want to instill the knowledge and the principles of Hinduism that they know, and so, at first when you're in elementary school or middle school, you may be opposed to the idea of going to a Hinduism camp because you just may not be familiar with it. Your friends may not necessarily be Hindu, but once you come to the camp and you see similar people, it allows you to...
that as society is evolving, they're becoming very more accustomed to new religions and more understanding as well. I think Hinduism in the past couple of years and just our culture in general is just playing a larger role in the media, which makes a big influence.
What Hindus are doing.
Loudly and proudly.
सर्वार्थसाधिकां शरण्यां सर्वभूतानां